Hello there, this is Cindy B at cindybdesigns.com and welcome to this week's mid-inspiration video for the papercraftcrew.com. I am going to show you how I organize my Stampin' Up 8.5 by 11 cardstock. And as you can see, it's right in front of you. It takes one drawer. It's in rainbow order and it's really super pretty. I've watched a lot of craft room videos as far as how they organize their scraps and everything. I'm no expert, but I have a better idea because you will see these gorgeous, like this, I mean, you have to admit it looks pretty cool. This great organization, and then all of a sudden you see this monstrous size Ziploc bag that's just sticking out of every single one of these, and I'm like, oh man. I mean, it gives me goosebumps. So I'm going to show you how to fix that too. I'm going to have a chart on the Papercraft Crew where you can download how I've not put this all together, but the color combos that basically how I sat down and kind of put it together. There were two things I was really iffy on, and I'm going to see if I can zoom in here because I do have this on a tripod. But if you look, you can see that cucumber crush and the wild wasabi. I'm not too sure about that, but it's going to work for me right now. And right before I started this, I actually had the Watermelon Wonder right after the, Blushing Bride. That one was a tough one, but as I was rearranging my tabs here, I thought that kind of belongs in the reds and oranges a little bit once I put the Watermelon Wonder and Calypso Coral together. So this is how it all starts, and you can go ahead and put your little tabs just all lined up down the left, center, right, wherever you want. I went ahead and lined them up the cross because if I want to do a semi-monochromatic card or anything like that, I'm very visual. It's super easy to look at, and just go ahead and grab the colors that you want to use. As you can see in here, I don't have any whites, any creams, very vanilla, anything like that. I keep all that in a separate drawer. However, I do have the basic black in here. So I have had these files for almost a decade now. They've held up through a cross-country move and about 300 after that, it seems. And they're just really super easy to go ahead and go through. These tabs right here, they just come right off like this. So it's really easy when you get the new in colors to go ahead and just rearrange everything that you have to. Now to show you how I store my scraps, that is the best, well, almost the best part of it besides how pretty this is. As you can see over towards the back here, I do have my brushed silver, gold, and copper, which is smoking hot right now, totally on trend. I decided to leave it over there rather than move it to my neutrals pile. Now for the fun part, the scraps. I'm just going to go ahead and pull out this real red and open it up. And here are my scraps. If it's too big to fit in this 6x8 bag here, I just stick it right on top. And it's kind of rare that you have scraps that size left over unless it's cut down from a 12x12. But back to my 6x8s, it just keeps everything in there. And zoom out a little bit. Nothing falls out or anything like that. And I also have a really good idea as far as how to keep your 6x6 scraps inside the paper pad too, so they're not all over the place and you lose them. And that's basically how I store my scraps. Now, how you get those bags, check the retiring list, because that's one thing I've done, but I haven't specifically looked for these bags, which I'm going to do so I can hoard them. These are Stampin' Up bags, and I'm at such a weird angle here. You might see Bella. The item number on this is 102210, and they're the 6x8 cellophane bags, and they come in a package of 50. And they're very inexpensive. It's a really good investment, and there's just so much that you can do with these bags. And so that's basically how I store my scraps. So I'm just going to straighten all this up, stick it back in, and voila, I'm done. So I want to zoom in just a little bit so you can kind of see as far as how everything looks. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit more. And it's kind of pretty. And we haven't gone over to this side yet. And I have my blues, my purples, my browns, grays, black, and like I said, in the black, or in the back, that's where I have all the brushed cardstock. So it's pretty to look at. And when you open up that door, it's, you know, there you go, really inspiring. Now see those labels on top of my file folders? There's this gal on eBay that I've been buying them forever from, about 9 years, and mid-June she's going to be offering all of us a discount code on all of those labels right there that you see, plus with the new in colors. And then what she also has is cardstock swatches, ink swatches, all that good stuff. And it's really super inexpensive to begin with. But she's being, her name's Terry, she's being really generous with giving us a discount code. One other thing that she offers is, I can't find my current catalog, so I pull out an older one, is, yeah, way older catalog, is these tabs here. Let me see if I can get this into frame for you because it's really awkward. And how she's done it is that she color codes everything. Like we have the, and she kept this punch, I forgot what it's called, but it's been retired for years now. And you just go ahead and thumb through it. Everything lines up perfectly. So she has those available. Before Stampin' Up came out with their ink pad stickers, she also offered that as well. And that is another thing that I want to show you. So I'm going to go ahead and close this up. I'm going to move this tripod real quick and then go down here. And I got to zoom way out. My craft room's a mess. It's always a mess. Okay, I'm going to have to pull this off. Okay, this is my ink pad caddy, and I have my colors in the exact same order that I do as my cardstock, and then up on top I have the refills. So if I need to refill something here, I just look up top on there and grab what I need. So I'll give you a quick little turn of that. And then there I have my yellows and greens, and we have an awful lot of greens and an awful lot of blues. And there's the rest. So it's just, I don't keep it on the floor, I keep it on my desk, but I'm not even showing you that. So that's just a real quick little organizational tour of how I store my Stampin' Up inks and my cardstock, and how I store my cardstock scraps. So I hope that you got a little something out of this. And again, I'll go ahead and stick a chart up there as far as to, how I separated mine out or whatnot. And I also wanted to throw on there some HTML codes and some ROYGBIV for all the colors as well, because we want to be a resource site at the Papercraft Crew and not just making cards. Just kind of come to us for a little bit of everything and it'll be there for you. So thank you so much for joining me this week, and I will see you next week at the Papercraft Crew. Happy Mother's Day. God bless you. And I'll see you next time. Bye.